today as part of the Food Buzz Publisher Program, teaming up with Newman's Own. They recently sent me their new line of marinara sauce and their new line of salad dressings and a flip video to make a commercial coming up with a recipe using one of their products. This time I chose the roasted garlic marinara sauce, and we're going to be making Italian pizza peppers. I'm sure you've had stuffed peppers before. There's lots of different variations that you can do, but today I came up with one that's going to be using Morningstar tomato and basil pizza burgers. We're going to be using 2 of those crumbled up. We're also going to be using roasted garlic, whole grain rice, the 90-second, so it's nice and fast. You're going to be using red onions and Hunt's fire roasted diced tomatoes, and you're also going to be chopping up some spinach and mushrooms and cottage cheese. So what we're going to do is I have the onions sauteing right now. We're going to put them on medium-high, and we're also going to add in the spinach and the mushrooms. Now I'm going to post the recipe for this. You're going to use 2 cups chopped spinach, a cup of chopped mushrooms, and a cup of red onion. Now if you have a yellow onion, you can definitely use that, but I would highly recommend the red onion. We're going to get that going right here, and while this is starting to heat up, I'm going to take the roasted garlic, the Newman's Own sauce.
Hold on, slow down a little bit. You can move your hand so you can see the sign. Alright, keep speaking.
Okay. And we have an 8x8 pan that we're going to take a cup of the roasted garlic sauce and we're going to put it in the bottom, just to soften up the peppers a little bit on the bottom. You're going to be using 2 cups total of this. So we're going to take it and put it in the 8x8 pan and kind of spread it over the bottom. And you're not done with the sauce yet, so don't put it away. Alright, we're going to just kind of even it out here. Turn this down to medium. As you can see, I have 4 large green peppers. Feel free to use red, yellow, orange, whatever you want, but as you probably know, green is the cheapest, so that's one of the reasons why I use them. And you're just going to place, you might have to move them around a little bit to get them to fit, but you're going to put the 4 peppers in the 8x8 pan. And by the way, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 so that when you're done stuffing these, it is ready to put in. Just going to kind of squish them in. Like I said, you might have to move them around a bit to get them in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Now we're going to get back to this. Keep an eye on it here. You're also going to want to put about a teaspoon of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, which is what I did prior to sauteing the onions. So you got that going on in here. And you're basically just going to want to do this until the onions are softened and the spinach has wilted. It's going to soften up more once you bake them. They're going to be in the oven for about 40 to 50 minutes, just depending. Alright, so we're going to turn that off here. Like I said, we are using the pizza burgers from Morningstar. I used 2, and what I did was crumbled them up into this bowl here. Now, usually stuffed peppers, you use beef or turkey. That's another reason why these are different. I wanted to really get a pizza Italian flavor going on, so that is what I did. Also, I'm using cottage cheese. It's fat-free. You can use 1%, 2%, whatever you have on hand. And we're doing a half a cup of that. So I'm going to get a bowl, which I have right here, and we're going to mix everything together to stuff the peppers. So first you're going to add in the 2 patties, the Morningstar Farm patties. We're going to put them in the bowl. And then we're going to add a cup of the rice. And like I said, this is the roasted garlic. You could use just plain white rice, or you could use any kind basically you have on hand that you like, that's your favorite. So we're going to add a cup into here. Alright, and then you can save the other half of the bag for dinner tomorrow or something. So we're just going to mix that up. So far you have the rice and the crumbled pizza burgers in here. You're going to add in the 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. And you're going to mix that. And then you're going to add in the Hunt's fire roasted tomatoes. If you have a different preference for tomatoes, go for it. I know Great Value, Walmart brand, makes diced tomatoes too that aren't half bad. So we're putting a cup of those in. And just make sure everything's mixed up good. And then last, you are going to add the mixture that you have sauteing, so the mushrooms, the spinach, and the onion. So you're going to take and put that in the bowl as well. And then you're going to stir that. Alright, and I'm actually going to use the spoon now, so mixing that all up, so you have a lot going on in here. And basically then what you're going to do, you have 2 steps left. You're going to stuff them and then you're going to top them. So what I like to do, once we have this all mixed up, if you want to take a look at it, the filling, that's what it looks like before it's going to...
Can I hold it back there again, longer?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, got it? Alright. And what I like to do is use a giant ice cream scooper to stuff the peppers. I think it makes it a lot easier and a lot cleaner. So I'm going to bring this over here. And I would say usually it's about 3 scoops of pepper, but we'll see. We'll rotate. We'll do 1 in each and continue till our filling's gone. So now we're on the 2nd scoop. And you can kind of press it down in there while you're going around so that you can fit as much as possible in there. Okay, and now we're on the 3rd scoop. And they're getting full, so this is probably going to be the last one. Alright, and then I'm going to scrape the last bit out and put it in the last one. So about 3 scoops per pepper gets them full. Alright, so that's that. And you're almost done. You have 1 step left before they're going in the oven. So as you can see, this is probably a 30-minute dinner. You can have it done start to finish in 30 minutes. So now you're going to take the remaining cup of the Newman's Own roasted garlic sauce, and we're going to put it over the top. So about a quarter cup is going over the top of each pepper. These smell super good, so that's a good sign. And then one more thing here before they go in. We're going to take just your basic shredded Parmesan cheese. I don't recommend the grated kind that you put on spaghetti. I would get this, which you find in your deli section. And I'm going to take a tablespoon and put a tablespoon sprinkled over each one. So you're going to need 4 tablespoons or a quarter cup total of shredded Parmesan cheese. If you have a wedge of Parmesan cheese in your fridge, feel free to grate it up yourself. This is just the easy way out. So, one more here. And then, like I said, your oven is preheated at 350, and you're going to put it in for 40 to 50 minutes, just depending, and set it for 40 and check it. And then if you need 10 more minutes, put it back in. So we'll be back to check on these in about 40 minutes. Alright, so 50 minutes, and these have come out of the oven. I've let them cool for about 10. So to serve them, we have the plate right here. We're going to move this. And what you're going to do is just take one of the peppers, and you're going to put it like that, and then you can take some of the sauce underneath and ladle it on top, just depending how much you want on there. And that's pretty much it. It serves for about a half-hour prep, 50 minutes to bake, and you have yourself your stuffed peppers.